are back for another episode of Big Six Bands. It's the Manchester United versus Tottenham match reaction. Tottenham 2, Manchester United 2. Ethan versus Corey versus Flawless as well, of course. I mean, it looked like it was going to be a whooshing, and Tottenham stood up. And the bottling side of things, I believe, may have came from the Manchester United side. Obviously, we're going to get the insight from the boys. The first thing I need you guys to do is make sure you smash that like button. There's already 18 people in the house, and we're not even a minute into the video. So make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you go and subscribe to Sarcasm City TV. Make sure you guys go and do that. I've just put it in the title as well. So again, one click should do that. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Again, we are around 30 subscribers off of that 4,200 mark. So if you ain't subscribed, make sure you subscribe or tell a friend to tell a friend. Big up the comments and big up everyone who is watching. Big up LFC for the double win now. He goes, United got 10 Hog Revolution, only need to lose 3 games to be below Liverpool, who are having a shit season. If I speak, boy. Man, Ras Clark, Chester United, you know. Big up Eva is obviously in the chat right now. Big up Ali says bottle jobs, Man United. It's an interesting one. Obviously, after the hype of yesterday and the Arsenal demise, I think things have calmed down a little bit. Eve and Corey, I'm gonna just kind of let you guys go at it. I mean, Eve, you seem to be quite disappointed with Corey's ambition. Is ambition the right word?
Yeah, I'd say ambition. Corey called me today. Say about midday, and he said, "Let's go to the Tottenham game, innit?" And obviously, it's a bit long for me. I got work in the morning. I was already on it. And Corey had this spring in his step. He's like, "Oh, Ethan, please, let's go. You know, I'm gonna be at your stadium. Can get some food. It's gonna be a good day, innit?" Because obviously, the last time me and Corey went, it was the Sakako. Remember that one, Flawless?
Yeah, I remember that. You lot, yeah. We won the battle. You lot won the war.
Yeah, exactly. So Corey's had some good times coming to my stadium, and honestly, I wasn't feeling up for it today, innit? And then Corey thought he could just like laugh at me, just cuss me out. Saying,
Corey, can you look at Ethan when he's talking to you?
Yeah, look at me when I'm talking to you, Corey.
Why in the hell would I look at Ethan when he's speaking? Carry on, Ethan. Finish with
it. Anyway. Yeah, so he's just saying all this mad stuff, saying like he's just trying to convince me to go in it. And I said, Corey, it's taken on. I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought we were gonna lose, innit? And especially 2-0 up, I was thinking, look to my girl, and I was just saying, I'm glad I didn't go. I'm glad I didn't roll out of bed to go with Corey and get my ass to White Hart Lane to get spanked. But I guess there's positives. There's some negatives, sorry, that I didn't go. I didn't get to see Corey's smug face of him grabbing me and pulling me, I'm sure, at 2-0 up and saying, this is what you fucking wanted, this, that. And then Corey got on bottling in the second half. And I'll be honest, you don't got let off light. Eric Dyer missed the sitter. Son missed some big chances. Richarlison, that piece up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm actually in a good mood. I'm actually happy, bro.
Ethan De Villa says, Corey, please rise. Eric Ten Hag answers for that second half. They want you to rise. That's how they're saying, Corey, sit up. Corey, they want to see you. Because right now, Corey, the camera's cutting off half your face. You can't see you.
Oh.
So, you can't see you. Yeah. I want to see. I want the light shining. I want to see the light shining on you still.
Like, I'll be real.
This was a quick freak, by the way.
Yeah, it's true. We bottled it. I'll be real. We definitely bottled that game. You know, we should have been 4-5 up in the first half. I personally believe we wished them the first half. Total domination. Didn't even see anything during that game. And then the Fred cameo done me. That was a very poor cameo. And we just let them counter attack us too many times. We didn't know how to stop their counter attacks. I think the only way I saw Tottenham scoring was counter attacking, and I think Ten Hag needed to see that and stop that from before. I think for me personally,
second half, I think Tottenham had a good spell of possession in the second half. I thought you
can have a good spell of possession. Wait, the problem is you can have a good spell of possession, Montel, but if you're having it on the edges and you try and cross it in, knowing that there's like six Man United players in the box and 2 Tottenham players in the box, it doesn't really matter. The odds are we're more likely going to get the ball. So it's better for us if you guys do that. If you want to call that possession, then that's up to you.
Barring the Bruno chance, I was going to say, barring the Bruno chance, which that should have definitely been a goal in it. Barring the Bruno chance, you didn't really have many clear-cut chances that second half.
No.
Yeah, second half.
In the second half, we didn't.
You lot were the better side, clearly.
We should have put you guys out of sight in the first half.
Yeah.
I think the Sancho chance we had, Rashford had a chance. We should have been at least 3-4 up coming
And you know what surprised me as well, Corey? You touched upon it, yeah? Like, you might look at the side that didn't have a manager, bro. Like, the game was there for the taking. At half time, it was 2-0. I was thinking, crap, this could get long. Then the second half, fair enough, you're away and you're 2-0 up, but you could have deaded me off, bro. It looked like you lot weren't really up for it. Like, you weren't good in possession. You weren't good at bringing the ball, progressing the ball. I think Casemiro didn't have his greatest game. I think you lot just looked. You invited pressure. I think that's the main thing. You guys invited pressure when it.
But that's what we've been doing. That's what we've been doing though.
Yeah.
This is nothing new. This is what we've been doing. I say it all the time when our better players don't perform. First half, very good. I'm saying 0 complaints with the first half. But second half, I'm like, all right, go out here and kill the game. And again, us surrendering possession, which has been something consistently, even more so recently has happened, but we've done it in previous games. But again, because we were winning games, it wasn't people weren't talking about it as much. But because we dropped a 2-goal lead, now it's a conversation. I weren't confident going into this game. Did I predict a win? Yes. But people are like, why are you not confident? It's Spurs. Spurs are terrible. They got Ryan Mason. They just got beat. It's not about Spurs. It's about us. I don't know which Manchester United I'm going to get. Am I going to get the Manchester United who played Sevilla? Am I going to get the Manchester United against Newcastle, the ones who played against Brighton? Or do I get the United who played against Nottingham Forest and Brentford and Everton? Yeah. And we got both today. I'm saying first half, very good. Second half, very bad. Because these players are just, like I keep stating, like these players are just not that good. Simple as that.
You think it's down to, I was going to ask, what you think it's down to, if you to put one thing down for you, say it's the players?
Yes. It's definitely, I've said on this show, on my channel, everywhere I go, I will push the vast majority of these players off a cliff. Hypothetically, people, not literally. I keep saying this. And people look, and now as more and more games happen, people are like, even rival fans saying to me in my chat, I understand why you're saying this. These players are just not that good. Simple as that. As soon as our better players don't perform, we just capitulate. Casemiro and Eriksen weren't good in the second half. Look at what happened. That's been the season for the majority of the time. When those two don't perform and Rashford's not bang at it, throw Martinez and Varane, even though they didn't play today, that 5. When that 5 don't play well, we do not perform. And we've seen it today. I'm saying Casemiro and Eriksen weren't good in the second half. All right, everyone else pick up the slack. Who picked up the slack? No, everyone is like, yeah, we're going to be good. That's exactly what happened. And then Bruno missed the sit. Say again.
That's odd to me. Even if Cassie and them are having a poor game, which they did, like, I'm really crap. Like, really crap.
Yes.
When I'm seeing that, I'm thinking, you man can literally, at 2-0, I'm thinking, fuck that. This is the same as the weekend.
This is long. Yeah.
I'm ready to slap my phone on D&D flight mode. Like, it's looking long, but I don't know. That's interesting. I think that's mad interesting.
Yeah, I think that's a bit cheeky for me to slap your phone on D&D and that. When I went 1-0 down at West Ham, why did you call my phone about 15 times?
I'm telling you, see the difference between me and you. You know that you're gonna come back from 1-0 down. Me, 1-0 down could equal 6-1.
No. Not this season. This season
hasn't been safe right now.
For Liverpool, this season has not been the season of comebacks. It's not been. So,
but at least you're showing form, innit? You could score. You're showing you got goals in you, innit?
Yeah, we've always had goals in us, bro. It's going back the other way. That's been the issue. Yeah. You not see what Bowen done? It was offside, but you not see what Bowen done?
Yeah, that was naughty.
That was disgusting. It was offside, but that was disgusting. Disgusting. Yeah. But obviously got my 3 points, 3 wins on the bounce, but who cares about me? Anyway.
So I'd concede that goal as well, by the way.
Huh?
I'd concede that goal as well. Sancho, great finish, but you see, man, I'm backing off for a guy. It's just a joke, bro. My defender is shocking, but I could definitely concede that kind of goal.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's just, I don't know, like
See what
the
people
whole
don't
phone
look
on D&D
separately.
the whole phone on D&D thing. I need a bit more, Ethan. I need you to face your demons, mate. I need
Trust
you
me.
to face your demons. It's not good enough. But listen, that's not the point. Big up some of the chat as well. I believe there are 40 people in the house right now, and there is only 11 likes. So guys, I need you to stop what you're doing and get them likes up. To only have 11 likes is criminal. We get that before the video started. So again, people, I know this is a last minute video, but make sure you stop what you're doing and smash that like button. I think for a total like count today, we'll go 75 likes for today's video. We're gonna just because it's a shorter one. So make sure you do hit the like button and all that good stuff. Assad says Højbjerg showing Casemiro how to play ball.
No, let's not.
One second. One second. What
Good
team
Lord.
does
Let's not do
wait.
that.
What team does Asad support?
Good Lord.
I think he's a Chelsea fan. I
He
think.
supports Chelsea.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta let him have that fun. Yeah.
It's
Corey,
right.
man, you gotta let
I
man.
just hear things from him, and I have to stop
Well, Corey,
listening.
This is always gonna happen because
Big up Assad.
this is
Just
always
kill
gonna
me.
happen because you
Big
obviously
Assad still.
we've been getting good results and whatnot and
Yeah.
that nature. Won a
Have
trophy.
you?
People are gonna get overall over the season. Yes.
Bro, I
Oh
We've
yeah,
got good
I mean not
results.
recently, but yeah.
Yeah. Even
When was the
even
last time
recently,
we
you know what I'm
spoke
saying, we
about
just got through
Chelsea?
to an FA Cup final. That's a fantastic result. What are we talking about? Is that not a great result? No.
You guys, it's a good
You know
result.
what it is. You know
Yeah,
what it
so
is.
that's why I
You know what
said
it
I'm
is.
not talking about performances. I said we've got good results as of late. Well, all season we've been getting good results. So that's like people are gonna go overboard because at halftime, Assad weren't saying this. Again, people gonna go overboard because it's Manchester United. You just gotta be used to that, Corey. That's what it is. People always gonna go overboard. Like the sky's not falling because we dropped a 2-0 lead to Spurs. Is it disappointing? Yes. That's it.
Yeah.
What's you guys' next 3-4 games? You got Villa, I swear.
Villa, Brighton away.
Newcastle, the
West
big
Ham away.
one.
Nah, we
Newcastle.
don't play Newcastle.
We played Newcastle. We played them
We don't
already.
play Newcastle.
Oh yeah, you got Pop. Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry,
we play
sorry.
Newcastle.
Those
Brighton.
games aren't easy, you know. They're
Of
not.
course not. You know what I'm saying it's more so the home games I'm looking at.
You know
Villa
what?
at home,
You know what it is though, Ethan.
Fulham at home,
It's
Chelsea
like-
at home. Them ones.
The way I see it, yeah, is obviously we've got hard games, especially that Aston Villa game. I feel very scared about that game, innit? But it's
At
like
home.
bro, I think Aston Villa are a very good side, innit? They're playing well.
Yeah,
So,
nah,
you know, they could come into it in form. So who knows? But when I'm watching you guys play, and then I look at the people that you play as well, it's like if I drop points, there's a good chance you drop points too. So it's like really and truly only Liverpool, if anything, but Liverpool inconsistent. You could get Liverpool that want to fight back, and then on another day you can get Liverpool of Nottingham Forest.
Yeah,
You
I think
really don't know
Liverpool's
with these man right now.
Liverpool's next 3 games are at home, which is a big factor. They got me. They always smack me up in it. I think I'm done in it. I'm finished. But Liverpool, they got a good chance, bro. I can't even lie. And it's a thing where
What?
those 3 games that you guys got, if I see performances like today, like Flawless said, I think it's even complacency. I think it comes down to complacency as well.
You being too kind, fam.
Yeah, you're being Ethan. United have not put in a good performance in the last probably 7 games, apart from Everton.
But it's not enough to slip out the top 4 like
What
that.
do you mean?
Oh no,
Nottingham
the
Forest
cushion's
as well.
calm. We got
Yeah,
we're
the
7 points.
cushion's calm,
We're 7 points clear of Liverpool with a game in hand. I'm not worried about dropping out of the top 4.
Oh, I thought we was like 4 points ahead.
Nah,
or
man,
something.
don't let these man gaslight you, man, Corey, man. People always, again,
Damn.
rival fans are always gonna make shit worse than what it is whenever Manchester United
You
lose
would
or
have
drop.
fooled.
Because we moved the needle
Hey,
and we're
Flawless,
fucking-
hey, I
we're
ain't
fucking
said, I ain't said nothing.
No,
I
not
I
you,
didn't talk
because
about
you.
your
But
points.
no, you. I'm talking about more so the
I haven't
comment
even- I
section.
haven't even looked
Because
at
the
the
way
table,
Corey
so
said that
I
lets me know.
don't
Yeah,
know.
Corey, go look at the table. Is it bad that we drop points? Absolutely. Is it disappointing? Yes, but it's not the end of the world. Like I say, we are
No,
seven.
no.
We are
You'd have
7
to,
clear
you'd
of
have to
Liverpool.
lose
with
2
England.
more games. You'd have to lose a good 2 games, and
We just got to fall off. We just got to completely fall off a cliff. Which I, even as much as I don't rate the team, I don't expect to happen. Even if we draw against Villa, you know what I'm saying? Brighton, of course, is going to be tough. West Ham away, of course, will be tough. But I'm looking at Fulham. I'm looking at Chelsea and going, all right, we can win those 2 games, and there's somebody else. But I'm forgetting Bournemouth away as well. That's another one, and there's another home game in
They're
there. But I
already
can't
relegated as well. Staying up, sorry.
They could be on the beach by that point because that's a
Yeah.
couple weeks away. So it depended on their results. So
Yeah, man, I needed to win today, innit? Like, I've come to terms that we just don't have the ball. I think even if we drew today and things were looking a bit better, I'd be optimistic because you grab a point at Anfield. We don't really have any other kind of tough games after that. But our biggest enemies are ourselves, innit? So I'm just gonna have to tap out of this one. I've got to hope and pray that under some circumstances, I think out of the two of you, Newcastle are more likely to start dropping points because of their run. I think we've played one more game than them as well.
Yeah.
But in terms of to actually catch you, man, that's far-fetched. Can't even lie.
Yeah, Wolves
Today
is
was
the one.
the icing on
Yeah,
the cake.
Wolves is the one I'm forgetting. We also play Wolves at home. That's the one I'm forgetting.
They're in decent
Oh,
form
okay,
as well.
cool.
No, Wolves at home, so it's like, yeah. But yeah, we end with Chelsea and Fulham. Obviously, that Wolves game. Yeah, 3 out of our last 4 league games are at home. So United just do the business.
That's not bad still.
I mean, do you know what? I'm not gonna lie. As I said, Flawless, you've mentioned it many times, and I think Flawless, you might have been the first one to mention it to me. You were like, "Yo, like our performances haven't been good." I started chiming in. I believe only now it's catching up to you, but I think the injuries haven't helped. But in terms of performance-wise, for me, as I said, I keep saying it. Apart from that Everton game, I don't see you guys performing well for majority of games anymore. I haven't seen it for like a couple months now.
Yeah, that's fair. Forest we play well.
Whether you get the result is different.
Yes.
I think because of the injuries, the bad performances are now starting to reflect in results.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like to me. And today was another example of that. I think because you weren't able to maintain your performance levels, you were punished. And arguably could have been 3-2. I think if Spurs were a little bit more clinical. If Son had his shooting boots on.
Yeah. The point flattered us more than it flattered them. I was in the end, I was like, I'm happy with the point. Because we could have easily lost this game with the chances.
Especially on reflection on the table.
Like, I don't think I think the season for me, I think the season is ending at the right time for you. Because obviously injuries are happening at the wrong times, happened to you guys, happened to Arsenal. And I think the longer this goes on, I do believe you will proceed to drop more points. I don't think you're going to go on a losing streak or anything like that, but I will believe there's going to be some draws and some losses in there along the way.
Yeah.
And I think you're against the top 9. You've only got 1 win away against the top 9, and that's it.
That's where we need to improve because against the rest we've done okay. It's always like again because it's season 1 of what Ten Hag's trying to do. We know where we need to improve. You know what I'm saying? He patterned home first. All right, home form very good. Away form against everybody else outside the bottom half of the league. We're doing the business now against the top half. That needs to change. And I think we still have it's either like 5th, 6th best away record overall in the Premier League. But this is only step 1. We still have just because we've had a good season, I'm happy with what I'm seeing. There's still levels to go. Still major improvements. There's major holes in this team. I've been saying this the entire season. I don't get gassed up and get lost and let good results cloud my winning a trophy cloud my judgment. Like, no, there's still improvements that need to be made within this team. And Ten Hag also, he'll improve himself. He's not the finished article as a manager. He's learning as well, which is good.
Assad says it's 1 win away to the top 12. Apparently.
Something like that.
That is not. I think for me, I think we do need to have a little bit of a look at Ten Hag with some of his decisions, though. I think he's had a great season, but he's not immune to criticism.
No.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I know he has to work with what he's got. I know he has to work with what he's got, but there are some decisions where I'm thinking, it could have been better there. There were some decisions in the Sevilla game at home was the one that stood out to me. The 2-2 draw. That's the one that stood out.
I think that was unfair because we went down to 10 men. Like he made subs. Yeah, he made subs and we went down to 10 men.
And the reason why I don't put the Sevilla game on him is because, again, people are looking at it. We're 2-0 up. We didn't play well in that game. Take out the 2 goals. I keep saying this. Results. Shout out my guy Peter who said it. Results-based analysis. Go and watch the game, people. That game we played against Sevilla, the second half against Sevilla is not too dissimilar from the second half tonight. Against Spurs. But because we were 2-0, even the first half, take away the 2 goals. It's not like we peppered the goalkeeper. We had them penned in. Like, no. We didn't play. We were surrendering possession, but because Sevilla were that shit, they didn't create anything. Whereas you're playing the Spurs, you have a Harry Kane and a Son who can hurt you. Why am I not confident going into this game? Bear in mind
Bruh,
everything
bring
that's
me
going on at
Harry
Spurs.
Kane, man. Bring
And
me that guy.
it wasn't about them. It was about us. Because I'm like, I don't know which us is gonna show up. And we got two. So yeah, Ten Hag again, he's definitely not he definitely like deserves criticism. But I'm just done with the players. That's where I'm at. That's where my energy is. Some of these players have failed under 2, 3, 4, 5 managers.
Yeah.
It's like, how long are we gonna give him? Certain man been here 10 years, 8 years, 5 years, 4 years. I'm not saying them. I'm like, no, it's this certain player or that player is not good.
I think, for me, that the Fred one got me the most. Obviously, Ten Hag didn't expect Fred to drop a stinker that bad, but Fred was really bad when he came on. For me,
Yeah, he was bad.
it,
Anything
it,
that come
it
up
was
with
like it was like Fred of Ollie days. Like I think Fred has improved this season for me. I think he's gotten better in what his strengths are in it. You know, going around doing the back to body thing in the middle. Like it's worked in a lot of games for us. You know, like the Barcelona's, the Man City. It's worked in a couple of games for us. And today was just like he couldn't pass, wasn't getting around. Like the Eric Dyer one, I think for me,
it was blind running around.
You've
Bro,
got
it
a
was
challenge,
blind, wrong side of the player.
yeah, bro. Like it's just
Again, no, Corey, hear who you're
everything was
talking
just
about,
poor.
man. Fred, we all know Fred's not good enough.
Yeah, bro. We know this already though. Like
Holy
I
crap.
personally wouldn't have him in my squad.
Corey, I swear you told me Fred was gonna score today.
Bro, I thought Fred was. Bro, Fred always bags against you, man, fam. He loved to go against
Yeah,
Tottenham.
that don't
If he
mean
started,
shit.
he wasn't gonna go, bro. He's gonna bang against you, man. He loves banging against you, man. You know this. Don't be silly. You
Yeah.
know it as well.
The
Don't
predictions
be
were
silly.
very off. But nah,
He didn't
I'll be
start,
real.
innit? He didn't start.
yeah. I'll be real. I'm in a place where I'm not happy with my club, man. I'm envious of you, man, bro. Because you know what it is? At least you've got a basis to go off in it. And I think
Yes.
nah, it's just not it. It's just not it.
I don't, it looks a bit crazy to me at
On
times,
a pitch,
especially. I don't know, like, bro, like
I get what
you
you're
lot will be in,
Right.
you lot will be in the game, and then I'll see Marcus Rashford go one on, like the way Rashford scored against Eric Dyer.
Yeah, that was
Again,
disgusting.
diabolical. The defending was so stinky for that. How can you let man just bring it to his left and then just pop it? Bottom
Yeah,
corner?
yeah.
Like it's like, was he? You just be in a cone, even like a cone. Like what even is
It was
that?
for me. It was that obviously we know the defending of Tottenham's poor, innit? But for me, Richarlison for me got me the most today, innit? Due to the fact that it was like it just went wrong. Like everything went wrong. Like there was times where you should be passing and he's trying to shoot. There's times he's shooting and he's passing. It was just like everything was just the opposite
Yeah.
for him today.
You know what's crazy? You just reminded me. That first half wasn't as good as I actually thought, you know. Because if Richarlison had been a bit better and more decisive in the final third, it would have been
Bro,
like
Richarlison
2-1,
should have
2-2.
scored, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Richarlison passed it. I couldn't believe it.
Bro, the guy is crap. Honestly, he's crap. But you know what it is? I want to put it down to
Run of games.
confidence. Yeah, run of games and confidence because he looks so he everything like off the ball is good, like the runs. The guy is always offside.
He's always offside though, isn't it? That kills me,
He's
fam.
always offside. That's the part that doesn't help. But he's just a nuisance. He's a threat. Like his passion doesn't stop running. Like it's all lit. And he throws himself about, which I do like, innit? But when he's actually on the ball, it's so frustrating, bro. Like it's almost like I expect him to fuck it up. There was one where he's running beyond the defenders. He could have just cut it back to, I think it was Son or something. It's simple tapping. And just overhit the pass, bro.
Yeah.
So frustrating. Yeah. So frustrating.
What do you think? Do you think he will learn to improve that with him playing? Because obviously he's had a lot of injuries this season, and obviously his confidence must be rock bottom. 0 goals in the Prem. That ain't it. Like that ain't it at all.
Under any circumstances, bro.
You know, bro. I think if he gets a couple goals next season, starts his pre-season well, I think that will be a big thing for him. Go into pre-season, get some confidence with that, and start the
I
season on the
I
front
didn't
foot.
even know, bro. That's
I
the
don't know, like,
wickedest thing. I
I'm
love
on
Sterling if he's got that.
because the thing is with Richarlison, one of his strengths are right foot, left foot finishing, and he's good in the air. Like,
Yeah,
cool, he's not the greatest dribbler, not the greatest passer, not the most technical striker in the world, but if you want somebody who's going to go
But
get goals,
saying that at the World Cup, man was his link up play was phenomenal. This
that's
guy
what I'm
was
saying.
looking at him.
It's
I-
There
got
was
I can-
one goal. There's one goal he
just
bagged,
get
bro.
good
Man was
defense.
bouncing off players, holding up the ball.
yeah.
Like, I
But you
don't
got to
get it.
remember,
Do you think that's because it's a product of the environment type beat, where
no, because at
Morale is
Everton, he scored 14 goals in 2 separate seasons at Everton.
no,
You're
but I'm
going to tell me
saying like
product of his environment at Everton?
no, but I'm saying Montel, like you see when he was at Brazil, bro, these guys must have been feeling confident, pumped. Like these guys know that they were top 3 teams in the World Cup before he even started. There's a level of like we can win this thing, like everyone's on the same foot. Whereas Tottenham right now, you got like before all of this, you had Conte buzzing him as well. Like you had enough complaints. Everyone was complaining. Everyone was calling this guy's crap. This guy's crap. Like there was no team. There was no clear plan. Like,
Yeah, but bro,
nobody
like,
knew what to actually
even if
do.
teams are playing well, you need to be seeing at least one Premier League goal, bro. Like, there's the standards.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. But his confidence is on the floor. Like he's had enough injuries as well. Obviously, I'm not saying you shouldn't have at least 2 to 3 goals. You know,
minimum.
like that's poor in itself.
Yeah, that's
but
mandatory.
his confidence is on the floor, Montel. And then he comes on, and Conte is buzzing him as well. His own manager's buzzing him.
Yeah,
You know what it is? I think that's his responsibility though, because most strikers of a certain caliber, they'll come on for 15, 10. Look at Dan Juma. Bro, look at Dan Juma. Dan Juma's come on now. More time, he's made an impact. He's back.
But
He's
you know
back like
what?
2 goals off the bench. Charlotte used to go come off the bench, back, and work his way into the team, bro.
I can't agree with that because you know why? Dan Juma came in and he was instantly put on the bench. Brother was instantly put on the bench, and he's
Scored
sitting
on
there
his debut,
thinking,
though,
"Oh, say that again, Monty."
scored on his debut.
Yeah. But that's. I want to make an impression. Like, bro, how many times do people put on their
Dan Juma is a all-round. Dan Juma is just a better footballer than Richarlison.
Oh no, for sure.
Dan Juma, because bro,
Make no mistake, he definitely
Richarlison is not a winger. He's a striker, and he plays in the front too. So when he plays on the wing, I do feel a bit sorry for him. But if I'm Dan Juma, I'm looking at, bro, like, why is Richarlison playing ahead of me on the wing when I've been brought in and I'm a winger? If I'm bro, Dan Juma is the best. Dan Juma is the second best winger at Tottenham. Actually, he's not better than Kulusevski. He's not better than Son. But this season, he's been better. I'll argue say this season, with the game time that I've seen, he's looked better on the ball than Son.
Yeah,
like in terms of all-round gameplay. Son is obviously a much better player than him. Let's not get that twisted. Son is clear of him. But I'm saying Dan Juma walks into Spurs as the 3rd best winger in the team. Yeah. And Richarlison, who isn't even a winger himself, is playing over him. Richarlison, bro, it's not good enough because I think that he's done it in a worse team. There is no Everton side that has ever been better than Spurs. Ever. In these recent eras. Anyway.
You know, even if we're playing defensive ball, we create more chances. And it's playing off Harry Kane, bro.
He was playing with Calvert-Lewin in the front too, or sometimes playing on his ones with injuries at Everton. Yeah. And again, 2 separate seasons, he has scored 14 goals in the Premier League.
That's true.
So it's not like it's not within his ability. But unfortunately, when you talk about a player, and all you can say is he puts himself about, he's a nuisance.
Yeah.
And say that before any of his technical ability. You sound like you're talking about Nunes, for one. Like you sound like the man that Nunes. And you sound like the man that protect you, bro. You sound like the man that protects Anthony. You're like
Workhorse.
Yeah, like bro, like you're talking about Workhorse and saying he puts in a shift when he was bought as a striker. He was purchased. He was purchased.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so obviously, for as much as this is why I say it's a managerial thing, as much as it's Richarlison's fault. So because as much as Richarlison is a number 9, Kane is always going to play in the striker position. So unless they're going to play 2 strikers up top And when
Well,
Spurs
that's the
do
thing.
play,
We are playing two strikers up.
Yeah,
top.
but
That's the
Son
reason.
is
Why don't
playing
you
there.
man play like a 4-4-2?
No, he's actually not.
You know what it
Son's
is?
playing
It's,
outside.
Why don't you play a
it's because
4-4-2
Richarlison
instead then?
is just not that good. That's what it is.
Yeah, I
Even
know,
at
but bro,
Everton, he
how
wasn't
can-
all that.
if he's not that good, bro, if he's
Yeah.
not that
How would
good,
you get
the
14
only way
goals
to
if
get the
you're not
best
that
out
good,
of him
though?
is to play him in the 9, like how Brazil did. Brazil weren't playing him. Brazil weren't playing him in a front 2 where they weren't deploying him out wide. Brazil were playing him as a striker who they think is the best option. Because Harry Kane is playing there, you then have to play someone you've spent 60 million on out of position. Richarlison is not a good footballer. He's not that good as a footballer. So
He's just not that
therefore,
good.
when he goes out wide, he's gonna look crap.
Brother, you know
He's gonna
what's
look
mad?
crap.
But
You know what's mad,
then
yeah?
Montel, why can't it be then Kane? For me personally, the way I would have set up, if I want Richarlison to play, I'd have Richarlison in the 9 position and Kane in the cam.
Because that won't work. You know why? Because Richarlison is just not of that skill set. And to answer your question, Corey, when you're saying he scored 14 goals, Calvert-Lewin bad goals for them. Should he go to Spurs? Just because you have one or
I
two
think Calvert-Lewin
pieces.
should go to Spurs. I think Calvert-Lewin is definitely good enough to go to Spurs.
If Spurs are aiming, I like Calvert-Lewin, but Spurs are aiming to try and go and compete for Champions Leagues and Premier Leagues. So, and like that's what they're trying. You're not signing Calvert-Lewin to go enter.
not gonna
You know what I'm
improve
saying?
Yeah,
It's not
but
improving.
bro,
you. That's for
why
that
would you
level.
play Kane in the
You know-
10? Why would you play? Why would you? It makes sense, Corey, to play Kane in the 10. But why would you play Kane in the 10 if you have Kane in as a 9?
You know what it is?
Yeah.
Kane
Because
can't press.
Kane's gonna
Yeah?
get you 30 plus goals.
It is.
So
Kane
why
can't press.
would you drop him in a 10 to accommodate for a guy who is never going to get you the goals that Kane's going to get you?
Yeah.
Because you take away your key asset. But with
Yeah.
that being said, yeah, you see the mad thing of Richarlison. My biggest problem. This is when I stop back here a minute. He's got like 3 offside goals. He's whipped off his shirt a few times when he scored, and it's just getting embarrassing.
He
But
tapped
the
your name
main
already.
thing for me is the guy is getting in the chances in the spaces that Kane should be getting in, and he's fluffing. He's fluffing.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was one game against Bournemouth. There was one chance against Bournemouth. I think it was at 2-2. Danjuma just scored. He had the chance to put it to bed, innit? Similar to Dyer's chance today where the header was a free header. The guy did exactly the same thing as a striker. So I can't protect him after that. Like, man is in front of goal, missing blatant headers. His main attributes are weak foot and headering, yeah? The guy's missing. Like, do you get what I'm saying? And if I know if Harry Kane's on the end of that, like Mont said,
Goal.
let's know Harry Kane's bagging that goal, bro, and putting the game to bed at 3-2. Do you get what I'm saying? So he's not helping himself. He's not down to position or anything else. He's just playing crap. Crap.
That's just him. Like I said, man, he don't. Monts mentioned it. He don't excel. What does he excel at on the football? He don't excel at anything.
But then we can flip the script and say if the right manager was to come in and play the way Brazil play, or I'm not saying go and be Brazil, but I'm saying they add that flair and they get him on the ball and they play through him. We have seen him do it to an extent where he can get you half of 30 goals. He can do that. And guess what? We've now seen Ollie Watkins. Look at what we've seen Ollie Watkins transform into under Unai Emery. It's not impossible.
It's not impossible, but
I
is that
wouldn't-
form
to be honest,
class?
would you put Ollie Watkins that far away from Richarlison?
No,
Really?
but
No.
here's the thing: is
Really?
this Ollie Watkins is a prime example. He's a prime example of what we're talking about. I've not watched Ollie Watkins to know how good he is or how he isn't to like do a detailed analysis on him.
He's not that much better
No,
than
I know.
Richarlison.
I agree with you. The
Yeah.
point I'm making is, average players can have good seasons.
Yeah, of
Average
course.
players can have good form. We've seen it happen with Richarlison.
It just takes more technicality to
seen-
get it out of them. When
we've
you're a
seen it
better
happen,
player,
yeah. But
you can do it on it's
facts, but
more-
why go and sign someone that's like that when you can just go sign the real deal?
and
Why
that's
they
yeah.
sign Richarlison?
But
I
that's,
don't know.
that's why I
still
think he
lost.
plays. He cost 60 mil, so he was overpriced. And
Yeah.
there are definitely appearance fees and clauses that they have to meet to play Richarlison a certain amount of time, in my opinion. That's why he's playing over Danjuma. Danjuma was a cheap signing. So there's probably
He's
I don't
alone,
know.
isn't it? He's alone,
And
isn't it?
alone, he's going back.
Yeah. So do you know what I'm saying? So again, personally, I think if Danjuma was playing over Richarlison, I think Spurs would be challenging for top 4. Spurs were only 1-2 wins away from challenging from top 4.
That's a bold statement.
You add that Bournemouth game, you add the 3 points of the Bournemouth game that they should have won. They're all of a sudden you're looking at the gaps and thinking, well, hold on a minute.
They'd be 3 points behind United. But
Yeah, you're thinking, hold on a
games
minute.
more.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Like, talk about Spurs for having the worst. Spurs, everyone says Spurs are having this diabolical season. Like, bro, they're in 5th place.
Goes to show the standard.
I just I just think
Like,
their defense is that bad, though, isn't it? Like the defense is seriously bad. Like
Yeah, they've conceded 53. I'm looking at the table, 53 goals they've conceded, which is the most.
Yeah.
and
That's the most.
especially when
most
you're
in, like,
playing
the top
3 at
10.
the back as well.
Mm.
It's like
yeah,
it's
the,
a bit insane.
11 defeats. It's the 11 defeats for Spurs. That is like frightening. That is frightening. But at the same time, we look at Spurs. I'm sorry, we can look at hindsight. As I said, a beautiful thing. And at one point, all Spurs needed to do was get 6 points out of 6 in 2 specific games. Yeah. And what did they go and do? They went and lost to Bournemouth. They lost to Bournemouth, and they drew to Everton. Yeah.
Yeah.
And in between. Yeah. Spurs, of course, I know it was a banger at the end, but again, Everton and Bournemouth should be 5 points. Someone go add 5 points to Spurs' table right now.
Just before that, once we fumbled a last-minute penalty to Southampton, we were 3-1 up, I think.
Yeah. So there's that as well. There's even that. But those are the 2 games. Yeah, it was Southampton and then Everton. That's
and then Bournemouth. I had Ward-Prowse in my FPL.
Don't kill me. I mean, that's 5 points.
But you know what's mad, disheartening, yeah, and this is why I think I've come to the conclusion.
I thought it could have been yours if you just didn't move stupid.
Yeah, I've come to the conclusion Kane's got to go because Kane puts in a shift every single game, bro. I know you outside fans see it. Man puts in, he plays that. He looks like an 8.5 each game, bro. Gets on the ball.
Right, I love Kane, isn't it?
Makes crap happen.
I think Kane is so
and then all his efforts in vain because why? His defense, his midfield fails him, bro. Like he's got to score every goal that's scored. He's got to score 2 to win the game. Like it's just peak. It's absolutely peak.
But this is why I say the narrative that you need the narrative where it's like, oh, you need a 30 goal a season striker to win the league. No, you don't. Listen, if you have a good team around them and everyone's good, then yeah, of course, that's the obvious. But I'm sorry, the whole having a Firmino, having a Jesus, having City have won the league more times without a striker than they have with a striker.
Yeah.
Do you know what you know what I'm saying? Obviously, of course, they've won it with Aguero a certain amount of times, but there have also been leagues that City have won, where they haven't had a striker. We've won the league without a striker. Arsenal have come a very long way without a recognised number 9. Do you know what I'm saying? I believe when you can mold that whole team properly and you become harder to beat, you already put yourself in a better position because when you're reliant on a certain player, it's like, again, Kane scoring 2 goals.
Limit yourself.
Man are scoring and the other man are conceding. So what's it really doing? Do you know what I'm saying? What's it really doing? How about this? I hated when we sold Coutinho, I was distraught. I was so I remember exactly what I was doing, where I was, and when that news dropped that when he put in a transfer request, I remember exactly what I was doing and where I was, bro. I remember that exact day.
That feeling. Remember that feeling?
Yeah. But when we brought in Alisson and Van Dijk,
you became a better team.
A much better team. Because Coutinho was the guy that we just give the ball to him and hope he does something. Give it to him, hope he does something.
Edge of the box, rapid is not right.
Yeah, no, but obviously, there'll be bare times where he'll do something mad, but then we'll go concede. So what was the point in giving the ball Coutinho 10 times for him to slap it to one? Now, and then when you go and get Alisson and Van Dijk, it's like, well, now it's mad hard to score against us. And we've got other men who can score. The goals are more spread. Obviously, you had Salah, Mane, Firmino starting to wire up their team. We didn't know how good it was going to be. Like we didn't know at that point how potent it was going to become. But like getting rid of the talisman, which I thought was a madness at the time, it bro, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's what I said.
Monto, do you think that obviously, I personally believe Kane leaves this summer, innit? Do you think Tottenham getting rid of their talisman is gonna help them? Because obviously, you guys got rid of your talisman, but your recruitment done the thing. How many times how many we just watched Bell leave Tottenham and the recruitment didn't do the thing. Yeah, man didn't do the thing.
Course. But we sold Suarez and the recruitment wasn't great. So we haven't
But I just think that's a huge gamble. Bro, but you man sold Suarez. Didn't you man win the champs?
No.
Or was it before?
When we bought in Suarez, when we sold Suarez, we came 8th.
You are stinky. Stinky as hell.
What do you want me to say, fam? What do you want me to say? When we sold
So
Suarez,
stinky.
we finished. No, I lied. We finished sixth. But Southampton were 2 points behind us. Like it weren't.
That was a different Southampton team, though. That's what.
Yeah, of course.
Not the Southampton we know today. But
Yeah.
you know why that's mad relatable? Because I know for a fact, bro. Like unless I see a Nagelsmann and a competent sporting director, bro, where do you think I'm gonna end up? My future's looking.
I just think in the market, there's still players there to work. I think Basuma's story's not done at Spurs because a new manager's come in. So everyone is on trial in this preseason. Everyone is on trial now. Yeah, there's no one safe.
I think their whole back line's got to go bar Ramiro. Like, I'm even throwing Perisic.
I think Pedro Porro, give him some time. He's just come in. I think Perisic's got 1 more year in him, but the rest of them, for me, Longley got to go.
Dyer got to go.
Dyer's got to go.
Sanchez got to go.
Sanchez got to go.
Ben Davis for me, he's got to go.
Ben Davis can stay for me. I think Ben Davis is someone who can come in off the bench. I think that, bro. But I'm not saying Ben Davis. But Højbjerg, I think
Højbjerg's got to go.
No, I wouldn't say Højbjerg
is crap. If you listen,
Ethan, you just got to turn these.
You honestly think there's a player there good enough to go and push you to do goodness? To do
no, he's not supposed to, bro. Bro, you turn your starting players into squad players.
Off the bench.
You turn them into squad players.
Like, wait. Do you man honestly think Højbjerg's like competent?
I think he's terrible.
Ethan, you was on the Højbjerg. Even you've been on the Højbjerg train, though.
Yeah, no, I have.
I rate Højbjerg. And he got off it now.
You get it. I've reached my destination. I'm done.
Yeah, he's off it. First, you know what I'm saying? First.
If you ever fuck it, he's like Pogba without the ability. I swear to God, bro. The guy that closed down shit. He's crap. I swear to you, he's useless. Absolutely useless, man. One thing you can do is pick up a pass. That's it. Crap.
I don't know, but listen. All I'm saying is, I think if you sell Kane and recruit right, it doesn't have to be perfect recruitment. You bring in 1, 2, 3 players who can at least maintain a level that Spurs can maintain. That sort of that 5th to 3rd place in the Premier League, and then if you can maintain that, it's then about building on that even more. So, I just think that the base of your team isn't good enough. And you're just too top heavy. And the fact that Son has dropped off. Listen, if Son was the same Son as last season, Spurs finished 3rd comfortably, above United and above Newcastle.
Yeah.
I think
above
Son
United.
I think Son cost Conte his job way prematurely.
Son is a massive reason as to why. Because at least with Son, you were outscoring.
You might feel the cliff with Son.
Yeah, you were outscoring teams. So when you lot were bro, even last year, you lot was conceding terrible goals from last year. That's nothing new. I'm sorry, that is nothing new. But at least someone was scoring.
Moving nuts.
Yeah. They were just both keeping it going.
Yeah, that's out of trouble.
Yeah, and now that Son, obviously Kane hasn't dropped off, but Son has, and now it's just like, well, yo, like, you know what I'm saying?
Juices run out.
Yeah, listen, I don't know when it's come to Son. I don't really know. Me personally, he gets 1 more year and then he's got to go. 1 more year and he's done for me. I ain't gonna lie. 1 more year and he's done for me.
He's enough one that can go, but I'll be real. From the keeper, my drunk keeper, to my Eric Dyer skinhead kind of type beat, to Højbjerg, some fake Viking, fake.
Would you cash in on Richarlison now? Would you cash in on Richarlison right now?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, that's a smart move, yo. That's a smart move.
I'll take 30.
Because he's 60 a lot, bro.
Like, how about 20?
This, Ethan, boy to boy, that was the price of Isak, bro. Isak was 65 M.
Isak today, by the way,
that assist was, bro. I said Isak is cold, and even Wilson, bro. I said Isak and Wilson are both cold.
You see what Newcastle done, in that short sprint. Remember last season, they were just man of sleeper. They were literally fighting relegation for.
Yeah, they was. Yeah,
and that whole turnaround of good recruitment and the right coaching and being realistic with what kind of club you are, bro. That change and growth is crazy, bro.
Facts.
They've recruited well. Bruno Gomes,
and you can't even talk. You can't even talk Saudi money. They've because I don't. They've
It's
not
been
really.
big like that. They
I
spent
haven't
smart.
seen any crazy signings, bro.
Yeah, they've spent
Yeah.
smart.
That's,
The only one I'd
that's
say is
down to the
Anthony
manager.
Gordon. Anthony Gordon's the most
Yeah.
questionable one, though.
But even then, Anthony Gordon's for the future, bro. No one can say Anthony Gordon isn't a good footballer. He is a good footballer.
Nah,
Because
he's not
if
great.
Newcastle are playing so well, he's not getting into that team. I'm sorry. Newcastle are playing too well. See, Joe Linton, no chance. He's not playing over Joe Linton. He's not playing over Bruno Gomes.
No
And even how about this? Even Josh Murphy, bro. Sorry, Jacob Murphy. He's not playing over
yeah.
Jacob Murphy. It's not.
Yeah.
Like these man, like Eddie Howe is getting the most out of every man.
Yeah.
And it's crazy what he's getting out of these players, bro. It's
Joe
insane.
Willock, Jesus Christ.
I think Joe Linton for me is
Who
especially
was
in it.
Fabian Schär? Who was Fabian Schär before last season?
Bro, I can't like, you know what it was? He was literally he was an average
And then they
centre
grabbed
back
Botman
in
as
a
well.
crap defense. Like before.
They grab Botman too, and it's just nuts.
Yeah.
To be fair, I'm not gonna lie. Botman has always been hard in it. Like
Yeah,
Ram
but
Botman
I'm saying,
is good with
imagine
Viva.
to add Botman to that, and then KT as well.
Yeah, Kieran Trippier,
Right.
Botman, and even Dan Burn. How you got an NBA player playing left back and doing the thing?
Yeah,
Eddie Howe is a serious manager, and you got to remember, Eddie Howe is not a stupid man. Eddie Howe had Callum Wilson scoring 15 goals in the Prem like 5-6 years ago. People don't remember it. Eddie Howe stood at Bournemouth. Do you know what I'm saying?
We said Ryan Fraser.
Yeah, Fraser.
Callum Wilson.
Bro,
Oh yeah, and what's that
Eddie
kid?
Howe managed. Eddie Howe
What's that
is
kid
one of
that
the
used to
reasons why
play
I think
for
Callum
Bournemouth?
Wilson is doing what he's doing right now.
Yeah,
100%.
What's that kid that used to play for Bournemouth? Oh, the young boy. Oh, and you got a man. Brooks.
You got testicular
Brooks
cancer. Yeah.
was hard. I rated Brooks high.
fake.
I think Brooks
Brooks
was
was so fake. He was so fake. He's come back to ball not too long ago. God bless. But yeah, Brooks was too cold. At Bournemouth.
Oh,
I think
I can't lie. You see Christian comment. Yeah, Eve, grab Bowen. Yeah,
Christian
for
who?
me, you go grab
if
Bowen.
you grab Bowen.
Grab Bowen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they got Kulisevski,
Bowen?
so they don't really need Bowen. But like,
Yeah, I'm all right, you know.
I'm not gonna lie.
Too much.
Let's hit the comments. By the way, there's 80 people in the house right now, and there's 46 likes. So for one, I need you lot to slap that like button right now. We need to get to at least 50 likes. We're gonna close out soon, so at least get us to 50 likes. Remember, after this, we're going to Sarcasm City TV. We will be live at midnight, so make sure you tune in to that as well. Remember to subscribe to the channel as well, people. We are fighting for the 4,200 mark. So again, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and just smash the like button, man. It's free. Just smash it. It's right down there. Smash the like button, man. You know what I'm saying? There we go, people. 51 likes. Again, the like goal today is 75, so we're not far off that. You know what I'm saying? Another thing I wanted to probably briefly talk about was actually, let me hit the comments and then we'll just briefly talk about Liverpool's game. We're going to close out in the next 10 minutes. Big up Uncle Rod says, big up Monts on the panel in the chat. Big up Uncle Rod, man. Rod, we got the preview tomorrow, the Prem preview tomorrow. So I hope you're there, man. I want to see you there, bro. So hopefully you're available, brother. Kulu is on loan at Tottenham. Don't have to buy him. Kulu is a fraud, Swedish All Brighton. Oh my god. Owen is a right wing to compete with Almiron. Newcastle by Bowen, Rice, and McAllister, and that's solid. If Newcastle get the Caicedos and that and do all that,
if somehow they get Caicedo, I will lose it, fam.
Yeah, I'll lose my mind.
That will be
Tottenham
nuts.
needs to give Troy Parrott a chance when Kane goes.
Montel, how about this? Yeah, we're all looking at Caicedo and that, and then somehow they nip up Paulinho.
Bro, I need Paulinho, fam. He can't go anywhere else but Liverpool. He can't go anywhere else but Liverpool. I won't allow it. I won't allow
mad that will be if they nip up like Paulinho. That will will get long.
Can't, because then they don't have to play Longstaff and that no more. Like
exactly,
they don't have to play the workers.
They nip
I
up
said they don't have to
Paulinho.
play the workers, innit? That's what it is. Like behind in the midfield.
The problem is, yeah, Tottenham. You man are linked to Maddison, yeah. But if Newcastle go, Maddison and Paulinho come. We're in champs. Let's do this.
Yeah, but then what we don't want to see is the Tottenham dependent on Maddison to Kane. It's just a like for like.
Once you think Kane and Maddison are going to step foot on the same pitch?
No, probably not.
I think Kane's gone.
Long gone by then.
That's a fight from two, though. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
That's a fight from two. I've been sold on Maddison. I'm a big fan.
top.
Yeah,
But
but
one thing, the injuries, innit?
yeah,
Yeah.
Can't
I,
stand
You
it.
I
know,
don't know,
people said
innit?
that, but I looked at his record, and in terms of like games played, well, this is league games. He plays the majority.
Ooh.
You
What if
reckon?
Madrid come for Caicedo?
I mean, if you look at Madison's return in the Prem this season, it's
It's a good
actually
return.
very good.
Yeah,
For
man. I
someone
did
who
watch
is
him.
consistently like gets an injury when you really don't need it. Like
Yeah.
you look at, I believe he's on 9 goals and 7 assists.
Yeah. And the team
That's-
battling relegation.
That's more than a certain striker that we bought. So you know, anywho, sorry, I
What,
skipped
Nunes?
up.
Probably more than a certain, Portuguese guy at my club. But go on, carry on. You know what I'm saying? I digress. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about that. You know, that certain Portuguese guy at your club. Oh, it
How
is.
many's he
me.
got?
It is.
Oh, is it?
Bruno
Oh,
only got
hmm.
5. Wait, Bruno only got 5 goals, 7 assists in the
Oh
Prem
my
this season.
God, I've been so when I was here, when people were saying after the Sevilla game, "Oh, do you man miss Bruno and blah blah," don't start me off.
Boy, oh
You know
boy.
what I'm saying? Do that.
One thing I wanted to talk about was so Liverpool 2, West Ham 1. I'm not gonna lie, that game, West Ham. Do you think it was a handball?
Yes.
We have to, like.
I watched it again. I think that's a handball, bro.
Do you know what it is with that one? Yeah, I have to be honest. If that is not given against, at first I thought, bro, like, how is he supposed to fall? Is he supposed to remove his arm and then just drop on his shoulder, kind of thing? Because that is an argument. Like, the reason they haven't given it is because he's fallen. He has to break his fall, but the ball is under his body, so he falls on the ball. But the other thing is that, bro, with the handballs that have been given this season, that's a penalty, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Do I think it's a penalty?
Imagine. You just think if that's given against you,
yeah. Like if that
I'd be
happens,
losing my shit.
if Bowen dropped on the ball like that, I'm swinging at fresh air. I'm swinging.
Like his boys in the hood.
I'm swinging. Like, yeah, like on the cheaper Golden Junior.
Yeah. Boys in the
Cheaper
hood.
Golden Junior settings, bro. I'm swinging. So I'm not gonna lie. I did think we caught life, but I think we caught life on the basis of the rules that handballs are at now. I don't think that's a handball. I don't think that should be given, but because of the handballs that have been given, it should be given. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's just them being inconsistent. If they're consistent, it is given.
Yeah, exactly. I have to big up Joe Matip because when I saw him in the starting lineup, I was thinking, yeah, and especially when Paqueta smacked it from 25 yards, I was like, oh.
Was Konate injured, by the way?
He's injured again.
But
Corey, the Arsenal fans are talking about injuries.
Please,
wait, who's injured? Who's injured for Arsenal?
Saliba.
It's just Saliba though. It's just Saliba.
Saliba
right?
and Tomiyasu.
But Ben White's the first choice right back anyway.
No, they said,
it's always been
because
makeshift
Tomiyasu's injured. Word to them, because Tomiyasu's injured. Ben White can't play centre back. Ben White can't play centre back, and Tomiyasu play right back. That's exactly what they said. That's their reason as to why they're not doing as well. I don't know. Innit? I'm not gonna get into them because I just can't be bothered.
Yeah.
Where do you think your top 4 hopes lie? Then you think?
No, it's done.
I haven't heard from you about this subject. Why you've been quiet, bro?
No, because I don't think we're getting top 4. Like, otherwise, I would have been piping up. I think there's it's not impossible, but that's a cop out for me to say it's not impossible. That's like when I ask Arsenal fans, can they win the league? They go, it's not impossible. That's what stupidness is that. It's either you think you're going to finish in the top 4, you don't. Some people still think Liverpool are going to finish in the top 4. I don't think we do. I think if we played 40 games, if there was like 10 games left, maybe I can go, you know what? The inconsistency is mad. So maybe. But Liverpool aren't consistent. Jekyll and Hyde settings. Yeah, we've got 3 straight wins. First time this year. I think the West Ham game was a big statement win though. That like West Ham away is not certain Arsenal didn't go there. Get their 3 points. You know what I'm saying? So to get 3 wins on the bounce is good. But I only think we're getting wins because certain players are coming back from injury and certain players are in form. Curtis is playing out of his skin. Do I think Curtis Jones is a baller? No. But he's in form. He's playing really well. He's really confident right now. So it's not fair to take him out of the team, even if Thiago. It's just not fair because of what he's doing. Henderson isn't really playing too well, but at the same time, Thiago hasn't really got the legs to be overlapping Salah. He's not going to do that, is he? He's going to sit in the middle of the field and try to dictate. So I'm looking at Diaz and Jota's return, and I think that's the reason we've got those. Jota's form has really contributed. His return and his form has contributed to us getting 3 straight wins. Whether we go and beat Tottenham, if you look at our fixtures, they are quite kind, in my opinion. Liverpool's fixtures are quite kind. And that's why people think we have a decent shout for top 4. But it's not about so much us getting the points. It's about others dropping the points. I look at Tottenham at home. I think we can win that. I think we should win that. I look at Fulham at home. I think we should win that. We have Brentford at home and then Leicester away. I think those 2 games, for me, do you know what I'm saying? And with Konate injured now as well, I'm even more a little bit like, I saw Ben Rama fuck up Matip a few times in that first half. I don't know if anyone saw, he done one, chop one side and he chopped it up. And Matip done a 360. He 360, like what Martinez did. He 360, bro. He 360. When you lot go find that clip, it was tapped what he done to Matip. So, you know, I'm not really confident with Matip right now, but listen, he's gonna have to have a run of games. Fabinho, the starting lineup, it picks itself, and I'm not gonna lie, I haven't picked up Gakpo, but what a goal! Gakpo smacked it from 25 yards, posting in. I know Corey really enjoyed that one. That one,
bro. I've been saying, brother is hard, fam. Man, need to understand. I think Gakpo is hard, bro. And the more you use him, the more you use this guy, because remember, he's come from PSV. Like, as much as PSV are a good team in their league, they're struggling. They're struggling in the Premier League. This guy came. He's got how many goals since his debut? At least 6, 7.
You got one?
Yeah. Like 6, 7 goals, man.
Gakpo in the Prem is on 15 appearances and 6 goals, 1 assist.
Brother, like, I'm taking that all day. That's not terrible. And also, you're throwing him into
3 goals behind Nunes.
3 goals behind Nunes, and you're throwing him into a Liverpool side that's been inconsistent this season. Man, I need to understand, bro. You man got a bargain with Gakpo. I'm telling you from now. Gakpo is hard, fam, and I rate him. Watch, bro. You see when he's slapping them shots. Don't be confused, bro. Man does this for a living, bro.
No, he's not. I've never, bro. His shooting technique is very good. I think you can see he's one of them guys like he's got good shooting. Yeah. For me, he just tends to ghost. Sometimes he looks like a passenger in games sometimes, and it's a bit annoying to me. I think, to be fair though, he's not a false 9. Klopp is making him a false 9. Klopp is trying to make him a false 9 instead of a left winger. So maybe with time, bro. At this moment, Klopp prefers Gakpo to Nunes.
So why go on for Nunes then? Is he gonna play wide left? Like I'm saying, going forward, not so much this season.
He's not a better left winger than Nunes. Sorry, Nunes isn't a better left winger than Jota, and he's not a better left winger than Diaz.
So
interesting.
Bench? I'm asking, is it a bench thing? Like you benching the 60 million, 65, however much he was he 60
You're no way you benching Nunes.
Yeah, like
bro, cool. Well, Nunes has been fit, by the way. I don't know if you might think he's been injured. He's been fit.
Yeah, I've not been following your lineups like that. All right,
he's fit.
Past 2-3 games, he's been fit.
Oh, so he's been on the bench.
5-6 games, he's been fit, bro.
Lads, I'm gonna shoot off though.
Yeah.
Everyone make sure to smash a like and sub. Flawless months, Corey.
Yo, even bigger.
I'm just gonna run through some of these comments and we are gonna lock off.
You fucked up. You should have killed me.
Oh my god! Let me just. That is Ethan right there. Let me get out the picture before we go. That's Ethan right there.
You know what it is. You know what's funny? Yeah. Come the weekend. Yeah, because. If they lose on the weekend, it's just gonna go back to reality, and Ethan's just gonna go like this. Oh, man, fuck this team, man! All of this stuff. It's all right. we'll wait to see.
You think we're smacking them?
But it can go 2 ways.
You lot. I think
it can go 2 ways. I think either you man draw against them, or you absolutely wish them. Like it's pedal to the metal, like. Big man thing. It could be a whooshing. So we'll have to see, innit? We'll have to see.
Yeah, I hear it. Let me hit some of the comments. Big Country says Nunes has done very well. I think for his first season, slander has to stop. He's not done, but in my opinion, he's not been very well. I think he's been average. I don't think he's been bad. I think he's been average. I think his finishing has been atrocious though.
Yeah, but
Atrocious.
average ain't good enough for what
Very
you're trying to
well.
do.
Very
Yeah,
well.
very well. Yes. I know. We called him the Liverpool glasses. Call you the Liverpool shades. Liverpool shades.
Hey, we got some of them, but the United version. When we move, I'm gonna take that from you. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna use that. I'll quote you as well. You know what I'm saying when I use that.
We said the United
version.
shades.
This is the United shades. Yeah. I like that. I like that. That's fire. Yeah. A lot of United fans got them. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you should see those limited edition, the Arsenal shades, the Arsenal bands, the Arsenal glasses. You see them ones there?
Arsenal bands come mad. Their ones come mad.
The Arsenal shades come mad.
You can see 5D in them. They see 5D. Them man see 5D.
Yeah, 5D, IMAX, all of that.
They got it all.
They'll tell you, oh, we're still 2 points ahead. It's Arteta's playing 4D chess. They see 4D chess through them glasses. 100%. Liverpool always long it out against Spurs. They never lose, but they always make it a struggle. Klopp said Konate could have played yesterday, but the turnaround was too quick and should be ready for Spurs. Fair enough, Cian. Appreciate that. Make sure you smash the like button as well, guys. We're not too far off the 75 mark. Nunez is either a striker or nothing. Diaz is better than him. Facts.
Yes.
LFC for the double. Facts. Yeah. Batatic was our best midfielder. Allow us. Yeah, but bro, like I think let's not overrate Batatic. He done well when he came in. Yes, but again, he stepped into a terrible midfield. I think he done well, but he's not our Lord and Savior. We have a habit of people coming back from injury and thinking, "Oh my God, they're Lord and Savior. They're great." It's just because you're stepping into a shit show. You know what I'm saying?
So you stand out.
It will be frightening what you can do when new men come through the door in the summer at Liverpool. So yeah, EK agreeing for what Corey said.
Bro,
I'm really warming to that. You know, he's looking like a real player now. He's settling in. Yeah.
Bro, I think Gakpo. Yeah, I think for Liverpool especially as a whole, I just think you guys have lost that like how you guys are able to sustain attacks, innit? You like can't do that right now. And you turn over possession quite easily, and then you concede it as well. That's your problem. If you guys get back to sustaining attacks, it could get very, very long, very, very, very long. So,
yeah, but I think something's gone wrong with the it's Fabinho, isn't it?
The defense, yeah, bro. It's only for me personally. Yeah, obviously, your defense has been quote unquote exposed, but the CDM. But this is why Montel. I said this from day one. Fabinho is your most important player. Like, no Fabinho, it gets long, bro. And when you see a stinky Fabinho, man, I'm starting to concede enough goals, enough silly goals like that.
Yeah.
Fabinho sustained your attack, bro. So once you guys get a better CDM, because I don't understand how Fabinho's dropped like this. For me, I did not see this Fabinho thing coming. I thought Fabinho, besides from this season, for me, was the best CDM in the world. I think Fabinho is a player that, well, Montel knows Fabinho is a player that I wanted before he went to Liverpool. I thought, yeah, this guy, he's it. He's the guy.
No, it's true.
Get Paulinho in, you man are doing something again, innit? So
I wouldn't go as far as say doing something again. I think we'd be back as a top 4 team, personally. I think we'd be back in the top 4. But
yeah, obviously, because I think you got to change the whole bench.
I don't know about
change the whole bench. I think you guys have got to change the whole bench, innit? I think you guys have had that bench for too long. You guys are bringing on Milner and Naby.
I personally think we shouldn't have sold Firmino. I think Firmino deserves one more year. Firmino's arguably been our best attacker this season. Again, 11 starts, 13 GA in the Prem.
I think Firmino was the least of your problems.
Yeah. But that's why I would have been happy with Firmino on that rotation for me, even as a squad player. But again,
I think as a squad player, he's good enough as a squad player. Yeah,
but he's even proved that when he starts, he's been good enough though. He's even proved that. But yeah, listen, people, we are going to shut it off there. Make sure you guys head over to.
Look for having me once before you continue, Corey. Big up every single time. I'm gonna shout you, Corey, as well. I need to get you over on the channel soon. Therefore. But yeah, man, big up 5, man. As always, large up the chat, hit the like button. Big 6 Bands continue to do great things. So you lot continue to support, hit the like button, subscribe. Yo, Month, therefore, catch up with you soon. Big up you, man. Yeah, bless up.
Of course, man. Bless. Take care, bro. Just gonna big up all the members as well. Remember to subscribe if you're new people. As I said, trying to get to that 4.2k Landmark, big up Solo, Dennis the Great, Daniel, Bayesian Reds. Honestly, Snake Eyes, D1 Millie, Roms, NDT, Baby John, Madonka, Aiden, Andrews, and Kaz as our members. Again, guys, make sure to smash that like button if you're watching this back. Again, more of an objective discussion today, but sometimes it's got to be that. Make sure to join us at 6 o'clock tomorrow for the Prem preview. Again, so the Prem preview call-in show, we got where everyone can have their say and stuff like that. Remember, 6 p.m. Put it in your diaries, people, and we will be there tomorrow. Corey, anything else you want to say before we lock off?
Nah, bro. No, just make sure everyone's liking up the channel. Subscribe, please subscribe. We see so many people on the algorithms that don't subscribe and come to the show. Please like and please subscribe. Drop a comment. Ask questions. We want to reply to your stuff. You guys, ask us. We'll give us opinions as well. We want to hear your opinions too. So yeah, man.
100%, man. What Corey said and more, man. But listen, people, it's been another episode of BSB. We'll see you in the next one. Take care and see you tomorrow.